my go-to lenses for a shoot. So we primarily use Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4Ks, so that's the Micro Four Thirds lens family. So most of the lenses on this list you can pick up for about 250 to 650 pounds, with the last one being the cheapest at about 100 pounds used. So first up, we've got the LUMIX 12 to 35mm f2.8 Mark II, which is actually what I'm using to record this video here. This lens is like a perfect all-rounder. It's the Micro Four Thirds equivalent to a 24 to 70mm full frame lens. You can get a nice shallow depth of field with it. It's very sharp, it's lightweight. It's on my camera about 99% of the time for most event shoots really. Motorsport wise, shooting in the pit lane, and in the paddock, this is my go-to lens. Now second, we've got the 35 to 100mm LUMIX f2.8. This is equivalent to 70 to 200mm on a full frame camera. This is probably my second most used lens. It's got a nicely low aperture for low light situations. It's very lightweight for what it is, with the 200mm reach. For motorsport, especially trackside, this is great. This is on my camera most of the time when I'm at a race weekend. That's because it can capture a lot of the on-track action with the slightly longer reach, but it also has a nice range, so pit lane shots, paddock shots in general really, they're not a problem when I don't have time to switch lenses. It's got an internal zoom, so zooming in and out, the barrel doesn't extend outwards, which means it's much better for all weather conditions, which is very useful in England. Next, we've got the Olympus 75 to 300mm f4.8 to 6.7 Mark II. So the full frame equivalent of this would be a 150 to 600mm lens. Yeah, it's a lot of reach, more than you'll need in most circumstances, but where it really shines for me is when shooting motorsport, trackside. If you've got a very fast corner, for example, Cops at Silverstone, this can get past that very long runoff area. I mean, all in all, it's pretty perfect for all situations where the subject's a bit further away or very far away. For example, you've got wildlife shoots. In terms of uses for film, this can create quite a nice effect of bringing the background slightly closer to a subject in the foreground. So the fourth and final lens, which I actually don't have with me because it's out on a shoot, is the LUMIX 25mm f1.7. Yeah, so this is the cheapest lens on this list, and you can pick this up for about £100 used, which is pretty good for the quality that you get. So obviously it's a prime lens, you're stuck at that 50mm focal length. For interviews, for example, this is my favourite lens. The separation you get between the subject and the background is just really nice. It's incredibly lightweight, and whilst it's mostly plastic, it definitely doesn't feel cheap. So yeah, this was my first lens that I got with this camera, and I do highly recommend it. And that about wraps up